Hi y'all. Yeah, I know you guys are probably disappointed in me because I haven't posted after that last video, and now school's starting and I'm like, shoot, college is starting again and I haven't helped you guys. I was supposed to give you the ultimate guide. Yeah, but class in session. Let's talk about the ultimate guide to college. I'm gonna be looking at my notes because I'll be forgetting stuff. So let's get straight to it because nobody has time. So to start, honestly, if you're a senior in high school right now, please figure out what you want to do with your life before going into college. Yeah, I didn't know what I want to do. Honestly, I would say I thought I knew what I want to do later on by senior year of high school. Then I realized in college, like by sophomore year, I'm like, no, I don't want to do this. Yeah, so that wasted some time too. And you know, like I feel like how colleges be like, when they do the career fairs and they be like, no, the college fairs, and they be like, oh, undecided is okay, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like undecided is low-key a scam because college is a business. And let me tell you something, they're just trying to get your money. So you come in undecided, you waste the first year taking however much, whatever classes, and you paid for it. And then technically you basically have like a year to figure out what you want to do, you know? So it's like, the more you just keep waiting and you're still undecided for so long, you're going to be in college for long. Bad grammar, long disturb, whatever. And nobody's trying to do that. So honestly, I feel like instead of doing undecided, and if I could even go back in time, if this was an option, I used to be like people who take gap years. I'm like, why would you want to take a gap year? Technically, taking a gap year and doing undecided is technically the same thing because it's all just still a year also being kind of like wasted. But the thing is, if you're gonna take a gap year, I would say use that gap year to figure out what you want to do with your life. Yeah. Use that gap year, take like certification classes, I don't know, join a club, do something, figure out what you want to do with your life before you enroll into a college. And if you're gonna go undecided, hate to break it to you, they're going to take your money because they love doing that in college. All right, and then honestly, these might not even be in order or whatever, but I'm just giving you guys tips. Secondly, class registration is so stressful. Like specifically at USC, I don't know how it's like for other colleges, but at USC, it'll be like they'll give you your registration date, right? And there's like people who have early registration dates. The athletes get the early registration dates just to make their life easier, but it's like kind of annoying. And it's by class too, right? And then when you get a registration date, there's other people too. And let's say it's at 9 a.m. The thing literally slows down. It's like kind of crashed down. So by the time you press submit or whatever or register, something's gonna go wrong because now a class is full. And then when that happens, now it's like, oh, couldn't complete registration. Now you have to go back and reload the page, or either you can't even go back at all because it literally was so slow. And like, yeah, I just want to let you guys know that before you go to college, because I don't know how it's like for other colleges, but it was pretty stressful, like class registration. I would cry every semester when I had to register classes. I think the last time I didn't cry was like senior year. Because honestly, it's so hard for no freaking reason, right? And then also housing and reassignments. So obviously you apply for housing, but you don't have to stay there. I know, that's amazing. You don't have to stay there. You can literally reassign. I reassigned every time I went, except for the first time I like transferred to USC. I stayed where I was, right? Because I thought it was good. Then I was like, this place is actually very terrible. Then I got the village. Anyone who goes to USC knows the village is where it's at. I was there for junior year and I found my way back in there for senior year. Yeah, I had to like live somewhere bad and then I found my way back. But yeah, so if you get a place that you didn't want initially, don't worry. You can literally reassign and you'll get where you want. It's not guaranteed 100%, but like there's a high chance you'll get where you want, like if you do it on time. And then also if you need to work, because you're not going to be able to have fun with your friends if you don't work. And I'm not saying like kill yourself and work, whatever. Honestly, I prefer campus jobs. I think if you need to get a job, do a campus job, because them campus jobs, they're so understanding. Me personally, if I wasn't going out to let them know out of courtesy, but I know there's some people that are like, oh, you know, I just don't even tell them. They know I'm a student. It's okay. Hey, do what works for you. But out of courtesy, I let them know if I'm not going to make it. And I called out a lot of times. Sometimes I'm just so tired, but they're very understanding. You can literally do 2 hours a day, and I'll do like 2 hours like 2 to 3 times a week, and you get a little something, right? So do that. And also if you're eligible for EBT, get that too, because it saves you a lot of money and you can get groceries. So while you're getting money, for your pocket from work to also do whatever you want to do, then you have money for food. Yes. And then another thing that I also want to say is that whole 4 closest friends thing is a lie. I don't want to say it's a lie because I know it happens for some people, but for me in particular and some other people I know, that didn't happen. It's not true. Just because you go to college and you're gonna build your 4 closest friends, graduate together, and be all unicorns and rainbows and happy. Yeah, that didn't happen for me. I did make friends, but I feel like, okay, it took a while to make friends, and then based off trauma, I'll have a whole story time about that. So then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna give energy to people now. If you want to be my friend, you have to show me. But this is just experiences. This must be a guide to college, and I feel like I'm just rambling. But anyway, yeah, it's not always the case. So I'm just letting you know, even for transfer to students, because I don't want people to be disappointed. Because when I was in middle school, I started college search in middle school, and my favorite book, it was the 17 Ultimate Guide to College. That's what I was reading. I'll check it out all the time, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have the 4 closest friends, yada yada yada. Didn't happen for me. So I'm just letting you know now, because anything can happen. I'm not saying what happens for you, but I'm just saying just be ready for anything, because it can happen. And plus, a lot of friends that people make freshman year, sometimes they don't even last, and then they end up meeting more people, and the friendship circles get smaller and smaller and smaller. I've seen that happen to some people. Yeah. Do not just focus on friends in your major. I made the biggest mistake when I went to USC. I was in the business school at first, and I only focused on like friends in my major at that time. So when I transferred from the business program to communications, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna see them anymore. They're like on the other side of campus. I won't see them again. And I didn't keep in touch. Then I realized you don't have to do that. Like, you don't have to be friends with people in your major. Because then when I went to the communication school, I barely made friends there. Like, yeah. But you literally can have a whole diverse group of friends. And I think that makes it really cool. And like, yeah, of course, when you're graduating, not all of them are gonna be together, sitting together, but you can meet up later and take photos together. So literally, do not just focus on friends in your major. That will be one of the biggest mistakes you do. And also, going back to the roommate situation, do not expect to be friends with your roommate. It's not by force to be friends with your roommate. You can be good together, but it doesn't mean you're gonna be best friends like they show in the movies. That doesn't always happen, like, at all. So sometimes you're good with your roommate. It's like, hi, spies, you talk here and there. Some don't even talk. I had times where we'll just be like, hi, and we don't talk at all. And it's like, it's weird, like, it's normal. Like, you don't have no beef, but it's just like, yeah. And then you have your own friends. But yeah, do not just focus on your roommate. I think people just want the easy way out. So they're just like, oh my gosh, let me focus on my roommate. That's like the first person I met. Best friends, like, obviously be good with each other because you're going to be living with each other, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be the best of friends or even friends at all. Yeah. And then parties. I mentioned this in my other one. Obviously, yeah, go, right? But don't do too much where it's going to cause you to fail and then now you're in debt or you have to repeat a class. Balance, time management. Learn to time management, and you can have fun. You can do this and that at the same time, because there's people doing it. Now, don't follow those people that can get away with it. I'm telling you, there's people out there, they will party, and then somehow make it. If you know you're not that type of person, do not follow these people. Do not copy them. Be your own person. Yes, have fun, but don't do it in a way where you're gonna like, it's gonna affect you later on, right? Yeah, you don't want to like be the girl that people talk about or the guy that people talk about, like when you're doing too much. Like, don't do too much at parties. Calm down. I read that in the Ultimate Guide of College 17. But yeah, don't be doing too much. You don't want to be the talk, because yes, even though colleges are huge, you can become the talk of the town. You don't want that happening. Yeah, so academics. Do your assignments on time. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's times where I will procrastinate, but one thing about me, I'm not gonna make myself fail. I'm going to do it. So, but it does stress you out because they do assign the assignments. And like, you have like, you know, some days to do it. Some people make it like due Wednesday at 2 p.m. Yeah, prepare for that. It's no longer 11:59 p.m. Some still do that, but you're going to get some that are gonna say, this assignment is due 2 p.m., 12 p.m. And I'm like, why would you do that? That's such an awkward time. So then what it does is it forces you to do your work, and like usually I'll do it the day before. But don't be like me. That is so disrespectful, that truck. But yeah, so do your assignments on time because it will catch up to you. And then also do your best. Like, if you believe in God, I do, I believe in Jesus Christ, like literally pray and just do your part and you will survive. Like, literally just do your part. Literally, like, do your best. You will make it through. you will finish. Because there was times where I just was like, I want to drop out, like I can't do this anymore. But I kept going, and I'm glad I kept going, because now your girl has a degree, a bachelor's degree. Yeah, and then also not all of your professors are going to post their slides. That stuff would annoy me so much. Like, you go to class, it's basically telling you like go to class. It's not like you can't just not go to class. But yeah, there were some classes that, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie, I would skip out on. But a lot of professors nowadays, they're not posting their slides anymore. So you literally have to be in class. If you're not in class, you have to either have like a classmate friend or figure out how to get the notes. Because especially if they give an exam, you're not gonna have something to look to. So it was really annoying how they wouldn't post their slides. And also, not all of them is gonna post their syllabus online in terms of like, you know, like when you go on Rate My Professor to figure out what professors are good. So that's also another website that's very useful when you're going to college. Rate My Professor. A lot of them now, for some reason, has removed the syllabus option, so you can't even see the syllabus of the class. And now it's like, dang, like I'm trying to see if this is gonna be a doable class. I don't want to say easy class, because sometimes it's not that simple. But I'm not an exam person, so the moment I see a syllabus is saying exams and projects and papers, I'm like, choose one or the other. Yeah, that's college. It's no longer high school anymore. No one's gonna help you. You have to like find your way out. But yeah, like I said, utilize Rate My Professor. It will save you a lot. And some also professors have their ratings removed, so now you can't tell. It sucks. Unfortunately, that's college. I'm just breaking it to you. So I know this might sound like, but college is fun, but you just gotta, it's how you make it. College will be fun based on how you make it. But you also have to focus on your studies. I think people get carried away and they forget that it's still school. But like, you literally just have to like have balance, right? And another tip too, for hygienic stuff purposes, when you're going to college, the bedding, either you get like that extra, I forgot what it's called, like another, I forgot the name of it, but something like to put on it, the extra mattress or something like that, or I think it's mattress topper, I'm not sure. Or you can get Kleenex wipes, Lysol, and literally wipe it down, because you don't know what was going on with the last person that lived there. I don't know what was going on. They could have been getting down and dirty, or in general just be nasty, dirty habits. And plus the dust from the air collects because people aren't living there anymore, and you don't want to put your sheets on that. And the beds are not that comfortable. It's small. Yeah, it's like boarding school. I never been to boarding school, but I would say like it's probably just that, but like with adults. But I would say this is your ultimate guide to college. If you guys have any questions, you can literally just ask me. I probably maybe have left certain stuff out. I hope I didn't. But yeah, that's your ultimate guide to college. Good luck to everyone who's starting college for the first time this year, anyone who's transferring to a new college. Just good luck to all the students. I am no longer a student anymore, so I'm just figuring life out. But good luck to everyone who's going back to school. And if you're a senior in high school going to college, I hope this also helped you out. I will be doing a video on classes that I enjoyed at USC and cool classes that you can take at USC. So stay tuned for that. And this time it will not take as long as this one did. But yeah, bye guys.